So I studied behavioral science at business school. I love tapping into why we do what we do and why we think the way we do and why we make certain decisions. So how many of you have your left thumb placed over your right thumb? So in some parts of behavioral psychology, that means, keep your hands up, that means that you're extremely, extremely intelligent, right? You can look around and check with the people next to you. You can verify with your colleagues. So much of our lives are fixated on having the perfect LinkedIn profile, the perfect status in society, the perfect resume. But there are 3 lost keys that I believe that we often miss. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is stand up. This session is going to be extremely interactive, dynamic. I'm going to be asking you to be involved and engaged because I love having people involved and hoping that you all have an incredible experience. These people are the people that come up with ideas. They innovate, they inspire, they excite, they motivate people, right? When we die, our lifeline does this, right? It looks like this. When you're living, your lifeline's doing this. Notice how that connects with our real experience of life. One of my favorite examples was a video that went viral about a year ago on social media with a young girl. She's probably about 2 years old. Does anyone have a young child here? Anyone? With a 2-year-old? So she was a 2-year-old, she's in her parents' living room, and she crawls up, she can walk a little bit, she's walking, walks up to one of these screens like this, and she starts doing this. And it doesn't work, right? It doesn't swipe. And you notice the look on her face of like bewilderment. She's almost about to cry and tear up, because this is the first screen in her life that doesn't swipe. It takes 2 years or less than to build a conditioned habit in the mind where you expect every screen in the world now to swipe at age 2. Imagine how many beliefs are sitting in your mind from 2 decades. We focus so much on life in what we want to be as opposed to who we want to be. We've always been told that life and jobs and careers are like boxes and containers. There's only a finite number of options. You can decide right now that I don't want to be defined by this box. There's a great conversation between Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. And Steve Wozniak looks at Steve Jobs and he said, you know what, you're not a coder, you're not an artist, you're not an engineer, you're not a technology guy, what do you even do? And Steve Jobs, in his usual Steve Jobs way, says, musicians play their instruments, I play the orchestra. And I love that line because it so much sums up a deep understanding of where you thrive. Albert Einstein said that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life believing that it's stupid, right? And this is the challenge that organizations have, needing to unlearn what we've made our people think they are, but allowing them to go back to their source of inspiration.
He has this movement of make wisdom go viral.
Become the leader you wish you had.
Oh, I'm ready to tap dance.
When you think of things that go viral, like, a funny cat or something like that, this guy is taking on that.
And we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
He's saying, no, let's make things that make people better go viral.
So I can honestly say this is the best interview I've done.